Wait, I need to be 18 to use my graphics card now? Yeah, you heard that right. NVIDIA is now enforcing age verification on its software, and it's sparking a bigger conversation about online censorship, data privacy, and where all of this is headed. So a user flagged this. This is the trigger, guys. This is a tweet that is going around. Lots of accounts have talked about this. This is a screenshot of them trying to access the NVIDIA app, and they were greeted with this message that says that they weren't old enough to use it. No joke. You must be 18 plus to use this. And you can see it says you are not eligible to use this application. Based on the information we have, you do not meet our age requirements. We appreciate your interest and encourage you to come back later. So Zoomers, just like this tweet says, you cannot adjust your NVIDIA graphics card settings on your gaming PCs anymore, thanks to the Online Safety Act. And this is huge red flags, in my opinion, even to the point where Elon Musk is saying it's nuts, guys. Look at this. This is nuts. Elon Musk, the world's like richest man, has a lot of influence, doesn't even like this. Does not even like this, guys. So this is a sign of things to come, and I wanted to talk about it, okay? I want to talk about this. At first glance, this might look like a glitch. It might sound like a glitch, guys, or some kind of overprotective content filter that's gone wrong. But when you actually dig deeper, it's real. And like I said, it's tied to GeForce NOW policies that are requiring users to verify they're adults as a result of the Online Safety Act. Because this requirement actually has been around since 2020, but nobody's really been enforcing it. So yeah, the twist is that this requirement has been around since 2020. The real change is now enforcement. And enforcement is that word that I don't like to hear, okay? When I think of enforcement, I think of overstepping boundaries. I think of people surveilling you and your privacy being invaded. It's a lot of red flags for me, and a lot of red flags for other people as well. And again, this sudden clampdown aligns with the UK's Online Safety Act, which is set to enforce stricter age verification rules starting now. Like starting now as we speak. It's part of a broader global shift where there's going to be more regulation, more ID checks, more hoops to basically jump through, all in the name of safety. All in the name of safety, guys, but is it really just about protecting children? So here's a good thread right here where Smash JT talks to Grok. Keep in mind, Grok is AI, so it can't always be entirely accurate, but I feel, based on what I've seen, it summarizes things going pretty good right here. And so you can see, dox yourself to adjust the settings on your GPU, you effing bigot. Can anyone confirm this, by the way? I thought they were selling this just for people who want to watch porn. That's where it started, guys. It started with pornography censorship. And just like other people have been predicting, they're going to start censoring your video games. They're going to start censoring all of your other media. It snowballs 110%. And you can see Smash said, Grok, is this true? Grok replied saying the screenshot shows the NVIDIA app enforcing an age 18 plus requirement, likely for features like GeForce NOW integration, per their policies requiring adult status or parental consent. No doxing needed. It's based on account birth date verification, not public exposure. The porn assumption is unfounded. It's for general compliance. Again, it can't be entirely accurate. Sure, this might seem like it's a nothing burger right now, but there's a lot of reasons why I see red flags in this. And it continued to say the age verification in the NVIDIA app tied to GeForce NOW policies has existed, blah, blah, blah. So basically everything that we've talked about already, right? But I don't like this. Apparently Elon Musk doesn't like it either. Privacy advocates are raising red flags with this, guys. There's groups like the EFF that argue these systems are opening the door to mass surveillance, data abuse, and I think they're right. We're not just talking about putting your birth date anymore to verify your age. We're talking about potential ID scans, location tracking, even ISP level blocking of VPNs. They're going to control whether you're able to even use the internet at some point. I could see this coming. And it's not just NVIDIA that's doing this, guys. I think it's part of a much larger trend. We're going to start seeing other companies. There's been all that controversy with Collective Shot, which we haven't even talked about. There's going to be social platforms doing this, game services doing this. There's going to be age gates, ID demands that are going to be stacking up, and they're stacking up quickly already. And critics, myself included, fear that this could normalize a global digital ID system, one that might start simple, but of course it's going to snowball into something that's far more invasive. Okay, there's people that are advocating for this nonsense. Why? I don't understand. And it's a slippery slope, guys. Look, maybe today it's just to access your GPU. You know, oh, prove to NVIDIA that you're an adult, right? Maybe today it's just to access the GPU. But tomorrow, what happens? That same system could be used to monitor what you're playing. It could be used to find out where you're from. It could figure out how old you are, even how you vote. It could pry into even deeper than that. Literally, history shows us that once surveillance structures are built, okay, they rarely stay limited to what their original purpose is, okay? It always goes beyond that, and that's why there's data privacy concerns here. That's why there's major red flag warnings here. And why? Why does this need to be done with a graphics card? Can anybody tell me? It started off as, oh, let's control pornography. Oh, let's make sure we're monitoring what our children are doing. But can anyone tell me what this is for? And it's just nuts. What good could come out of this? What good could come out of this? Let's look at some of the replies that are in here. You see the Diablix is saying the whole ID thing in the UK has been used on basically everything but porn. It's strictly for censorship in control. So was it about porn? I don't think so. Gonna be dumb here, but what even is an NVIDIA app? So some people don't even know. But the simple thing is, it's basically the app you use to update the drivers of your graphics card. Something that is necessary to even use your gaming PC. You have to verify your age. You have to essentially dox yourself. I have no clue. And of course, people are saying it's not new, but it's because it's being enforced now. Because of this Online Safety Act. Must be a UK authoritarian thing. I just used the NVIDIA app and it didn't ask or even insinuate. Holy F, UK is dying and it's absolutely insane to witness what is going on. So it's definitely being met with definitely divisive response here, guys. And like I said, it's definitely a slippery slope. And I need to know, where does this end, okay? Are we walking straight into some kind of dystopia where it's a digital surveillance state, one checkbox at a time? Okay, now we got them with this, you know, first porn, now graphics card, now we got to do this. Like, where does it end? Where does it end? Let me know your take in the comments, guys. Have you run into these new age checks yet? I know I got some folks over there in the UK. Do you think it's harmless, or are we heading to something much more darker and sinister? Make sure you hit that bell and sub down below for more deep dives into gaming, tech policy, and why your GPU might soon need a passport, apparently, right? So, thank you guys anyway, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.